Ushbu ro'yxatning ichida eng xavflilardan biri biz turgan Chicago shahri. Qahramonlarimizdan biri mani ingliz tilimni juda ham yoqtirib qopti. You mentioned my English.
Yes. Hey, look, my guy English on fucking point.
Intervyu olishni boshlagan paytimizda shunda politsiya o'radi va ularni olib ketib qoldi.
Chicago, yes.
Okay. An iftorlikni politsiya mahkamasida qilgim kelmadi. Shuning uchun ham hurmatimiz borida qochdik, kechirasiz, ketdik.
You gotta adapt to it. If you're gonna live here, you gotta adapt to it. It's called adaptation. My guy right here.
It's my guy.
They got a lot to do. A lot to do.
That is one of the most dangerous parts of the US. But why do you live here? Tirik qolamiz degan umiddaman, ketdik.
Qochdik.
Amerika Qo'shma Shtatlarida 50 ta shtat bor va ko'plab shaharlar bor, lekin eng xavfli shaharlarning soni 49 ta. Ushbu ro'yxatning ichida eng xavflilardan biri biz turgan Chicago shahri 9-o'rin turibdi. Assalomu alaykum hurmatli do'stlar, MrOtabekTv kanaliga va Amerikaning eng xavfli shaharlaridan biri bo'lmish Chicago shahri Illinois shtatiga xush kelibsizlar. Mening yonimda Davron aka. Assalomu alaykum.
Assalomu alaykum.
Va alaykum assalom.
Xush kelibsiz yana bir bor.
Xushvaqt bo'ling. Qachonlardir mana shu inson bilan shu yerda turib, adashmasam 2 yil oldin biz video olgandik. Ya'ni Chicagoning eng xavfli qismi haqida. Lekin o'sha paytda biz bu videodan qoniqmadik. Ko'proq demak intervyular olmoqchi bo'lib, hozirda yana mana shu South Side'ga qaytdik. Bu Chicagoning demak janubiy qismi va bu yerga agar siz sog' odam bo'lsangiz, bu yerga kelmasligingiz kerak o'zi aslida. Chunki bu yerda faqatgina tug'ilib o'sgan odamlar bemalol yurishi mumkin, katta xolasining uyida yurgandek. Lekin ularga ham xavfli. Nimaga bu joy xavfli? Va nimaga bu yerda yashayotgan odamlar xavfli rayon bo'lishiga qaramasdan baribir yashashyapti? 7 ta farzand tuqqan holda, mana bitta oila bilan hozir tanishdik. 7 ta bolasi bor ekan, xavfliligini bilib turib ham baribir shu yerda yashayapti. Nimaligini bilmoqchimisizlar? Demak, mana shu videoni to'liq tomosha qilamiz. Aytgancha, qahramonlarimizdan biri mani ingliz tilimni juda ham yoqtirib qopti. O'shani ham birgalikda ko'ramiz, agarda ushbu videoni oxirigacha ko'rsanglar. Davron aka, demak, boshlaymiz a?
Xudo xohlasa. Rahmat sizga.
Sizga ham rahmat. Shunaqa eng dunyoning xavfli joylariga olib kelib qo'yganingiz uchun.
Do'stlar, bizga bir qarab qo'yapti.
Qarab qo'yaptimi? Bemalol qaraversin. Qaraversin bemalol, bemalol. Biz erkin davlatdamiz, bemalol qaraversin.
Ya'ni hozir odam mana bitta ikkitasini ushab ketdi ko'zimiz oldida.
Va ikkitasini ushab ketdi. Biz endi intervyu olishni boshlagan paytimizda shunda politsiya o'radi va ularni olib ketib qoldi. Ha, keyin hozir endi Ramazon payti men tezroq qochdik. Nimaga qochdik? Qo'rqqanimizdan emas. Men iftorlikni politsiya mahkamasida qilgim kelmadi. Shuning uchun ham hurmatimiz borida qochdik, kechirasiz, ketdik. Demak, videoni ko'rishni boshlaymiz va like-ni hozirdan bosib qo'yamiz.
Hamisha like MrOtabekTv ga.
Ha, tirik qolamiz degan umiddaman, ketdik.
Qochdik.
Hi.
Hey,
So, how long do you live here?
all my life.
All your life, because you grew up here and you
Grew up
born here, yeah?
Chicago, yes.
Okay. So, is that right? That is one of the dangerous part of Chicago.
Yes, it is.
Why?
Cause it's too much bloodshed in Chicago. It'll never be safe no more. You know what I'm saying? Even if we wanted it to be even, you know what I'm saying, and cool, it'll never be safe no more.
Okay, so why do you live here if it's so dangerous?
I grew up in it. I adapted to it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, if you have a chance to have another route, what would you like to do?
I like to do something different. You know what I'm saying? I'm always open to different opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
For example?
But I mean, you know, I'm a rapper. I'm an artist. You feel me? I got a podcast. I got a lot going on. I got a lot of other stuff going on. But dealing with living in Chicago as a guy that grew up here, I'm finna be 33. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something that we got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You got to adapt to it. If you're gonna live here, you got to adapt to it. It's called adaptation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
For sure.
So if, just hypothetically, the government will give you a chance to have another life to live at another part of Chicago, what would you like to do?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I will move. I will move for the sake of my family, cause I got kids. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I can't too much depend on the government. You feel me? Cause the government done said what they was gonna do this time and do that time. You feel what I'm saying though? And it ain't happening. So us as people, you know what I'm saying, living in this shit, like you know what I'm saying, excuse me for the podcast, you know what I'm saying? But living in this, but you know what I'm saying, we gotta do what we gotta do to survive. You feel what I'm saying though? I don't know. It's different parts of the world that live differently, you know what I'm saying? They got different type of, you know what I'm saying? But for sure. Yeah! Alright, wait for it. You know what I'm saying? But for real though, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like we in a whole nother part of the world right now. Like even though you're in Chicago, if you go over there, that's a whole nother part of the world. In Chicago, this a whole nother part of the world. You feel?
You know, you mentioned about another part of the world, but you know, whole the world, billions of people, they have a dream to live here.
No, okay. I can expand on that also, because this is the land of the free. This is a country where you can build yourself. You know what I'm saying? But the way life is now, it's hard. It's hard. It might look good from the outside looking in, but if you're not raised in, you know what I'm saying, the trenches, as we call it, the trenches, you won't survive in it. Cause you'll be looking at a whole lot of things that you'll be not new to. It's not you. You feel me? And you might be scared. It might be terrified.
Of course I will.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. But you know, growing up in it, I learned how to live with it. So I adapted to it and I became it.
At any case, I wish you all the best and everything gonna be all right.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Y'all, hey, tune in to my man. Hey, he a good dude. Hey, shout out to my people there, man, for sure though.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
For sure.
So before we started to record, you mentioned my English.
Yes. Hey, look, my guy English on fucking point. You know what I'm saying? I understand everything he said. We had a whole fucking conversation, and he fucking from Russia. You know what I'm saying? This is my guy right here. This is my guy. This is my guy, man. Y'all get up with me, man. Y'all know what's going on. For sure.
I wish you all the best. Do'stlar, hozirda esa mana shu Chikagoni eng xavfli qismidagi odamlar bilan biz tanishdik va ularga hozir savollar bilan murojaat qilamiz. Haqiqatan ham bu yer xavflimi? Agar xavfli bo'lsa, nimaga ular bu yerda yashashyapti? Pishirib qo'yibdimi ularga yoki qovurib qo'yibdimi? Shu narsani hozir bilib olamiz. So, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, man.
So, many people say that is one of the most dangerous part of not just Chicago, but the US. Is that right?
Well, it's not dangerous all the time. Only in certain areas, you know?
What about this area?
This area is like quiet. It's more kids out and about. So there's nothing going wrong exclusive like that.
Okay, and what do you think?
Like I said, I think it's greed, but you got certain people like us. We try to watch the kids, keep them out the way, keep them away from the drama and all the bullshit that's going on out here, you know? So that's our job. Because like I said again, I'm going to keep repeating it, it's greed. Everybody want their own thing, but they want quick process. They don't want to work, they don't want to, it's the streets. Everybody do their own thing. So everybody want to be an owner, but don't want to own up to it, you feel me?
Okay.
Everybody that they see somebody making some money, they want to hate on you and try to do anything to keep
Shut you down. They will try to shut you down.
Okay, so Chicago Tribune newspaper says that every day approximately 12 or 30 people here can be the victims of the crimes. Is that right?
Yeah, it's true.
It's these little kids getting a hold to these guns
It's true.
and don't know how to act and off all these drugs.
They getting
just going
guns.
crazy.
They what's up, nephew? They jacking people, elder people for cars. It's crazy though, man.
Think about the neighborhood we live in. This is poverty. This is poverty in USA. So in order for us to make a way, we gotta do what we gotta do. So if we gotta do what we gotta do, and we ain't got no help from our government. Our government ain't coming through here to help us.
They not
See what I'm
showing-
saying?
they not
so
showing the
if we
way.
gotta do what we gotta do, then it's gonna always come down to what this person gonna do versus what that person gonna do. So if we conflict, if we have a problem with each other, then it's gonna come to violence. That's what it's gonna come to, because we don't have the type of voice where we can sit down and talk to each other and work shit out. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes down to, if we don't see eye to eye, you see what I'm saying, we either finna fight or we finna go get some guns. That's the truth about it. So every day 12 to 13 people can get shot. 12 to 13 people can get killed. You see what I'm saying? But that's because of where we are. That's because of the predicament we are in. You see what I'm saying? Rent is not cheaper here than it is anywhere else. Rent is high. You see what I'm saying? For a
How much do you pay for the rent?
For a 2-bedroom, you can pay anywhere between $1,200 to $1,500.
That's very expensive.
That's expensive here. That's expensive.
Even grocery high right now. We
Grocery
paying a lot
is
for
high.
grocery.
Grocery is high.
Grocery is
Everything costs so much money, and we don't have enough money in this neighborhood for us to be comfortable. So in all of our uncomfortableness, we doing a whole bunch of bullshit to lash out just to try to make a way for our family. We men, so we gotta do something to feed our family. You see what I'm saying? If we can't go to work because the jobs, they don't want to pay you nothing.
Somehow
You
to
see
make
what I'm
money
saying?
to pay rent.
Or we can't have a group of motherfuckers, a village of motherfuckers that'll look out for each other. You see what I'm saying? We can't really progress. You see what I'm saying? So it's every man for himself out there.
Okay.
So if you win and I'm trying to win, it's like you in my way. I gotta stop you from winning. That's how it's a competition out here.
It's supposed to be like that.
It's don't supposed to be
Is
like
that
that.
the competition?
That's how it is. It's a competition out here. Yeah, it's a competition out here.
And the governor not doing nothing for us. They ain't trying to help
No,
us
ain't-
with
come on,
nothing.
man.
They
So
basically
you would
not
like
doing
to say that the government doesn't help to this region at all?
Look at these buildings.
Look exactly. Look at these buildings.
That
Look at this
shouldn't be a
neighborhood.
ban.
Now I'm gonna tell you.
This still shouldn't be a ban.
I'm gonna tell you.
It shouldn't be.
I'm gonna tell you. Go
gas station right
from
here
here.
should still be
Go from where you are right now, east towards downtown, and you're gonna see the difference.
Yeah.
Like the government, the city, they help out downtown areas or areas that's
South
excuse
side,
me, they help
north
out
side,
white
they
people.
fix
That's
up.
what they help
I
out.
was just gonna say
They fix up.
actually do, but they do help out black motherfuckers. They
They
do,
ain't helping-
but
they ain't
they
helping us,
will. You got to be like, if they see us out here struggling, ain't no help. But if they see you progressing,
trying to
progressing,
make
and
it
they
your
know they
way.
can't stop it, they gonna try to invest into you then.
Yeah.
No, they trying to
Anything
buy
for
you
them.
in. That's
Yeah,
what that's
value
Anything
out.
for them.
It's not
Yeah.
only
Right.
us
Value
just
in.
killing
But
each other because police
They
do
want to
that
take
too.
all the money.
The
Though.
police
That's the
do that
whole
too.
thing. That's everything. They always trying to shortcut you
CPD.
with whatever
They
it is.
don't
That's
keep
the
cool,
problem.
though.
So if the rate of criminality at this region so high, so police works or not?
They got a lot to do with it. A lot to do with it because they not in. They like a gang. They like a
come
whole
up for
gang
each other.
against us.
They come up for each other.
I mean, the system is out to get us. That's what the system is designed for. It's designed for us to fail and to keep us failing after we fail the first time.
Modern
after-
day
after-
slavery.
After you
That's
after
what it
you
is.
go to jail and it's called a correctional center. After you go to a correctional center, it's not for you to be corrected. It's for you to be controlled.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. That's what our system is for. It's not to help us. You see what I'm saying? This
It's
is
to
this is
control
not to
us.
help us.
Oh, so what do you think correctional center, what should they do?
What should they do?
Yes.
They scared now, first of all, because all the youth is going to the penitentiary for the murders and the crimes. All the youth going. So by the youth really going because they going in that thinking. It ain't like, I'm 45 years old. It ain't like when we was going in, my fault, bro. It
So
ain't
sorry.
like we was going in there when I was back then, because when I was going, been to the place, it was controlling them. Even the government was up with letting us control our people, if you know what I mean. Now, it's like they don't care.
Okay.
And when the shorties think it's cool, the youth think it's cool to go to the penitentiary, because they not getting trained. They won't even let us tame. You
There
feel?
ain't no guidance, no structure.
No
nothing.
guidance, no,
It's just
and that was
you
their
in there,
plan
and
anyway.
you finna sit
That was
down
their
and
plan
suffer.
anyway. That's why they took a lot. I know y'all probably see, like you say, the crime, the gang banging, all the gang banging and crime that they say people had to do with it, that they locked up. they was really trying to solve the problem. They knew that. The government knew this. And they stopped it. And they started locking all the people who can get a guidance out, they started locking them up.
Okay.
So when they lock them up, that's like locking all the teachers up from the schools.
Yeah, ain't nobody
What's
help.
gonna happen?
Ain't nobody outside to help.
Okay, you mentioned about the planning. So I hope that government will not just plan. They will act. They will do something
Yeah,
good.
they would do
and
it.
everything gonna be all right.
They would do it, but it's for certain areas. It's not the right area. They wouldn't come to our area. They wouldn't do nothing over here.
They consider us to be poor people.
Ain't nobody
They
done.
need help.
Ain't no one have done nothing over here.
Okay.
Let me give you some history of this neighborhood. Right here on Springfield and 15th was an after-school matters program. It was called ABC.
Yep.
Right here on Lawndale and 15th was another after-school matters program. It was called BBR. Now it was.
Now it's BBF right here. On Pulaski and 15.
That they must have moved because at first it was on Lawndale.
Yeah,
Not
it's like-
Lawndale,
it's
it
like
was
on
on Hamlin.
it's
It
on
was on
Pulaski
Hamlin.
now.
Anyways, what happened was they closed it down. They closed it down and they made offices out of it
Okay.
for no reason. Now these are places for our kids to go.
Kids was learning,
When they get out of school,
getting help after school.
you see what I'm saying? When they get out of school, they need some help or they need a shelter or somewhere to go to so they don't have to be out here in these streets. They shut that down. You see what I'm saying? They shut that down so our kids ain't got nowhere to go. You see what I'm saying? So when you ride through these neighborhoods, our kids is out here walking up and down the streets, looking crazy. They standing on corners and shit, doing shit that they ain't got no
Mixing with
business
old
doing.
folks.
You see what I'm saying? Because they don't have
Homeless
nothing
people.
else to do. They done closed everything down in our neighborhood, but the government helping us. This the lie that they want to tell you. They helping us. You're not helping us by shutting down everything that we need up in our community so that
Grocery
we can
stores
progress.
and
You see what I'm
gas
saying?
stations.
So then with me saying that, it's like in our head as a black man in America, you really trying to make us go extinct. You see what I'm saying? Because the guns flooding into America by you. That's how the guns getting here. We buying the guns, and you want us to buy the guns, and you
kill
want
each
us
other.
to
Kill
kill
each other.
Okay.
That's what you want.
Okay.
That's
That's the
basically
whole
what's
plan.
going on.
That's what's really going down.
So you got to think a little bit. You got to
Even
think
the parks ain't even safe no more.
My grandma
Okay, thank you very much. It was very interesting, and I wish you all the best.
No problem.
Bye bye.
Oscar,
Thank you.
It's
Y'all have a
good
good
to
one.
meet you, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you. Hello. So, for how long you live here?
I lived here all my life.
Too, I live here all my life. Shit, 34 years old.
So, and you don't want to move to another part of Chicago, or you don't want to move to another part of the US?
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah.
Why you don't do that?
I said, shit, I ain't got the money to.
So the main reason, just the money.
Shit, well, I'll live somewhere else, but this shit is all I know. If I ain't got no family nowhere else, I ain't gonna go live there. I'd rather stay here all my life though.
Right, I like to visit somewhere else, but I ain't moving nowhere. All my family here, shit, my immediate family.
So what do you do? Do you study or work?
I work.
What do you do?
I be doing, I work at a little factory right now, making candy and shit. Little shit, I don't got no major job, just a little side job.
I work at top. $18 an hour. You hear me? I'm cool with that. Take care of my kids, pay my bills, I'm cool.
Well, do you have kids?
Yeah.
How many?
7?
7 kids.
Yeah, I'm 31.
Wow. And what about you?
I have one kid.
So in deep down, you both of you understand that is one of the most dangerous part of the US. But why do you live here? This is a very dangerous, not just for you, but also for your kids.
Yeah, I ain't.
Brought up around.
Yeah.
So why?
Raised them. Shit.
Ain't got no choice.
No, I got a choice here. This
You
all I
have
know.
to have choice.
Yeah, that's what I said. I got a choice here. This is all I know though. Besides my
I was-
job, this is what I do on my free time, my spare time.
If I get
Hang
the money,
outside.
shit, we ever come up on the money? If we ever come up on the money, we'll move and go visit somewhere else and see how somewhere else is.
I'ma still live here though, cause this is my domain. This is where I was born and raised at Chicago. I
And
was other places too though.
And you have a plan to move from Chicago, yes? One day.
Yeah.
When?
One day, see, I told you when I get rich.
Okay.
If I get rich. If I don't get rich, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best.
You too, all right?
Take care. Bye bye.
All right.
Do'stlar, agarda mana shu video sizlarga yoqqan bo'lsa, bitta like sizlardan o'rgilib ketsin. Faqatgina dislike bilan adashtirmagan holda hurmatimiz borida bu yerdan qochmasak bo'lmaydi. Hozir hammasi yig'ilib kelyapti bir to'da bo'lib. Shuning uchun agarda haligacha MrOtabekTv kanaliga obuna bo'lgan bo'lsanglar, hozirning o'zida ushbu videoni tagiga tushamiz va u yerda qizil tugmacha bor. O'zbek tilida yozilgan obuna bo'lish, rus tilida podpisatsiya, ingliz tilida subscribe. O'shani shundoqini bosib qo'ysizlar, oldida qo'ng'iroqcha ham bor. Agarda uni ham bosib qo'yadigan bo'lsanglar, demak, har safar biz yangi video qo'ygan paytimizda sizlarga xush xabar keladi. MrOtabekTv kanalida yangi video qo'yildi. Nima ham derdim? MrOtabekTv kanalida va dunyoning eng xavfli, qolaversa Amerika Qo'shma Shtatlarining eng xavfli qismida, ya'ni Chicagoning South Side'ida ko'rishganda ko'rishguncha.
West side right here. West side of Chicago. Yeah, west side best.